What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you guys with another market watch today. Now, before I begin, I'm really excited to ask this common question of the day. In less than a week, we're gonna have a new meta and a bunch of new deck lists. And some decks are gonna be trying to vie to show that they're still the dominant deck, like Orcus. Other decks like Thunder Dragons will maintain being at the top tier spot and just literally pushing everything else away. And a lot of other decks can definitely make their way in tier 1 and show the meta, show all the Yu-Gi-Oh players that they are the best deck. Respect my deck is what everyone's going to be saying next week. And you really need to do that in order to be the dominant deck, whatever you're playing. You need to know what they're playing. You need to be really focused on the cards they're using and what combos they're trying to achieve in order to take you out. Anyway, guys, common question of the day. What deck are you looking to play with the new meta? I have a poll going up. It's going to be around here somewhere. I'm going to have a bunch of deck lists in. But if I don't have any that's in there, or even if I do, comment down below. Let me know why you decided to select the deck that you chose for the new meta. Anyway, guys, looking at the current oh, by the way, if you're doing that already, hit the subscribe button and the like button, both of which you should be doing already. But if you're not subscribed to the channel, definitely the subscribe button and definitely the like button. It really does go a lot to help support the channel. Anyway, looking at Duel Devastator, it's finally out. We've been talking about it forever, a lot of speculations, and today is the day. Duel Devastator is out for everyone to grab. Let's see those high price points. No, they're not. They're not high. $40 box, the most expensive card, $5.64 being Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. Yeah, they're not expensive. Looking at super optimization though, we see a $4.80 market price. Then we see the price we're going to be roughly around $5. Now, once again, these are still kind of pre-order prices. I understand it's out today, but not every Yu-Gi-Oh player is going to the locals at early in the morning to grab Duel Devastator just to throw it out for everybody. So that's what's happening right now. These prices are continuing to go down in value even more so. Though I will say, with Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, there's always that worry and a rifle worry that the card can go back up in value, as you know it has done with every other printing that's came out. The card went down in value and then it goes back up in value. It's happened so many times I already lost count. But looking at Ash Blossom Joy Spring as well as Super Poly, they're gonna be your $5 cards in your box. Now if you bought a $40 seal box, that's 10 bones right there for 2 cards. All right, up next, Effect Veiler, which had a bunch of common printings. Price point shows the card to be roughly around $2 to $3. Ghost Ogre about $2 to $3. Saryuja about $2 to $3. Red Blossom about $2 to $3. Ghost Bell $2 to $3. You see the trend all over the place. Do not buy sealed. I know I keep really emphasizing this, but I feel like I'm gonna see somebody holding a sealed box and they're gonna look at me, I'm gonna look at them, they're gonna look at me, and I'm gonna just look away and go, you just like wasting that money, do you? Buying singles with Duel Devastator is definitely a smarter way to go, and hopefully you guys are doing that. Moving forward though, looking at number S39 Utopia the Lightning from Ultimate Rare from OTS Tournament Pack 4 with a $23 market price is actually just about bought out, but the price point is showing stabilization at $23. A lot of solo listings, about 4, and after these 4 solo listings are gone, the price point jumps to $41. Can it go to $41 or will it stay at $23? I don't know, and I would love to know if you guys think about this card in the comments down below. Do you own an Ulti S39 Utopia Lightning, or are you just okay with your secret versions, which came out in Legendary Collection Kaiba, which are roughly around $6, which isn't too big of a deal, to be honest with you. We keep going back to Orcus, and specifically cards like Orchestrated Return from Soul Fusion, the secret rare with an $11 market price, because it got bought out, around the same time as the BANLIST was announced. But look at the price points, the card's already dropping. With a $14 and $15 price point, this card is going lower and lower and lower and lower in value. Now, if you guys watch my live stream, if you haven't, once again, click on that little icon next to the subscribe button to be informed when I go live. But if you watch my live stream, I still said, and I still do to this day, think that Orcus as pure would definitely be a tier 1 deck. I think Orchestrated Return allows that deck to thrive. I think Orcus Toolbox gets opened up more. It does open up to bricking, but it does open up as well to dumping cards easier, not just using Foolish Burial and Armageddon Knight and Greffer. Now they have Orchestrated Return, which is an infinitely better version of Foolish Burial. Pitch that card, draw 2 cards, that's pretty good. If it didn't say you can only activate one Orchestrated Return once per turn, I'd probably be playing Orcus right now in its pure form, because this card would be broken. But looking at Orchestrated Return as it is right now, once again, I do think the next is going to be tier 1, but nowhere near as broken as it first came out, and then this previous season where we're still currently in right now, and of course the next season. But it's definitely a deck you definitely have to look into. Galatator Orcus Automation was spiking crazy high in value a day ago. Look at its price point now, looks like it cooled down Galatea, the Orcus Automation from OTS Tournament Pack 10. The Ultimate Rare has a $25 market price, but we're seeing it roughly around $31. It did got bought out higher. If you watched yesterday's market watch or day before yesterday, I showed you guys this card and it had a high price point, but it's just cooling down right now. Orcus players are looking to play pure, probably just looking to pick up the extra copies of this card to prove that this deck is still good. Let's move on to heroes for a quick second though. Vision Hero Faris, which has a $9 market price, by the way. This price point was roughly around 4 to 5, even when Battle's Legends was out and about. The number one set coming out. Looking at Vision Hero Faris right now, the price point is almost near $11. And that's insane, almost as insane as the other card, Vision Hero Increase, that's holding a $6 price point. I mean, there's a bunch of listings for it at $6, and the page one does bottom down to $7, but Vision Hero Increase and Faris are definitely going higher in value. And this really provides, it really, adds a lot of speculation to the deck as if it's going to be a tier 1 deck. I said it, and I keep saying it, hero players, you have to prove to me, to you, to every other YuGiOh player that you have a tier 1 deck. And looking at YuGiOh players going in and buying Increase, going in and buying Faris, going in and buying a bunch of other hero cards, wow. Not only is if your deck does not prove to be a tier 1 deck, one thing it does prove to be is an insanely expensive deck. I do hope to see Heroes see meta play, and if it is, I'm looking forward to building heroes. I just not looking forward to paying the kind of money for the speculation or the hope that the deck could be tier 1, only to have it go and fumble through the meta and just not do anything. Do I think that's gonna happen? Maybe, but I do hope that Heroes become a tier 1 deck. And by the way, Orcus players, you better hope Heroes are not a tier 1 deck, because they are perfectly designed to just take you out. Going first with Heroes against Orcus, I mean, it's almost a free win, to be honest with you. So looking in the game as it is right now, once again, I do think Heroes definitely have a chance to become tier 1. I hope they can become tier 1. I don't think they're going to become tier 1. Moving forward, Salamander and Almirage. If you don't have this card, you definitely want to come and pick it up. It's definitely a card that you just need one of. It still has a $14 price point, and you've seen that all throughout the market, being roughly around $14 for this card. It's just a card that you're going to want to grab. It's been slowly increasing in value, and I've been keeping an eye on it for a while. And I want you guys to keep an eye on it as well. So if you don't have one, definitely keep an eye on it, because you want it to go down, but right now it's 14 bucks. Also, Full Force Virus. The last time I talked about Full Force Virus, I kept urging everyone to go in and buy these. They're roughly around $1, and they're still roughly around $1 in the market price with shipping included. It's about $1 for Full Force Viruses all over the place. This card's really good against a lot of decks. Now, obviously, if you're playing something like Orcus, ideally this card probably won't be used as much. Maybe it can be used, and maybe it has some viability, but this card's mainly used in like Thunder Dragons. As you saw looking back at the YCS happening in Fort Worth, Texas, Thunder Dragons played 2 Full Force Virus, and he would have played 3 if he didn't run Trapchick. Why is it so good, you ask? Well, should we win Dark Monster with 2,000 or more defense? For Thunder Dragons, that's pretty easy to do. And then check all cards in your opponent's hand and all monsters they control. It's very important. And all cards they draw into the end of the 3rd turn after this card's activation. And destroy all those monsters with 1,500 or less defense. You play this against a lot of decks in the game right now, it's gonna hurt. And if you want to test out how good this card is, test out a hand of going second and having Full Force Virus resolve on you. It's a blowout. In fact, Full Force Virus, as weird as it sounds, is really good against Sky Strikers. Ray has a 1,500 defense, and if you activate this during standby against Sky Strikers, and you hit the Ray out their hand, they can't even bring Ray back onto the board because Ray instantly dies with the effect of Full Force Virus. It's just good overall, but definitely good against other combo-centric decks that need pieces in order to scale to higher, bigger, and stronger cards. So looking at Full Force Virus, it's a pretty good card, and you might want to run this in conjunction with Trapchick, or you just might want to run this at 3 in your side deck if you are looking to play, once again, Thunder Dragons. If you're looking to play Orcus, you can still do it, I think. I think you can still do it. Or other decks, I believe you can still do it in, but definitely for Thunder Dragons, it's a lot more consistent. This is a great tech choice. Speaking of great choices, Appaloosa Bowl the Goddess is another great choice. It's gonna help you dodge Nibiru. As YuGiOh players finally understand Nibiru and not just snap drop Nibiru out. Is that your 5th summon? Eat it! No more of that's happening. But they're literally waiting for you to create a board and then dropping Nibiru right before you enter your battle phase or right before you enter your end phase. They're gonna drop a Nibiru on you. Well, Appaloosa Bowl the Goddess is actually the perfect answer. Not only is it the perfect answer, but besides the fact that this card is so good against Orcus, this current format, it's good against any deck the next current format. Literally, any deck has a problem with Appaloosa besides, Sky Strikers. but I don't think we have to worry about that next format. Looking at Appaloosa Bodega's current price point is roughly around $50, and the Neiman Precision version is roughly around $80 or $48. After that one's gone, it goes back up to $50, and I don't even want to look at the prismatic. They're like $350. But Appaloosa Bodega's is definitely a card you want to consider running. If you're looking to play Thunder Dragons, hi, you need this, or else you're gonna lose to Nibiru every single time. If you play against any combo-centric deck, hi, you definitely need this. And if you're looking to play against the meta, you probably might want to consider this card if you could create a board in which you could have Appaloosa and whatever utility cards, being like for heroes, maybe even like a Dark Lord and Appaloosa, which would be Blowout or anything like that. I highly recommend you go in and grab this card. I really do think this card's gonna go higher and higher and higher in value the minute the meta and format realizes that this card is a key such a card to open up with in a lot of games, especially game 1. Moving forward, Marine Cess. Of course, Marine Cess. Core Anemone is basically holding roughly around a $23 market price, a little higher than its $22 price point. Now, looking at a wave which spiked up the other day, the price point's about $2 in the market price, but we're still seeing it at a relatively high $5 price point. I'm really excited about Marine Cess, but if I had it right now, if you drop me in the game right now, and I own no Marine Cess cards, I wouldn't be looking at Marine Cess whatsoever. In fact, if you are looking to play Marine Cess, well, 1, your wallet probably hurts a lot. I know mine does. But 2, you probably have to look forward towards the next set of running and grabbing those cards before they get cleaned out. Not only before they get cleaned out, but Konami core set prismatic. If you think Marine Cess is not going to be a prismatic in the core set, and you own prismatic Marine Cess cards already, you're wrong on both parts. You shouldn't own those prismatic cards, and you definitely shouldn't be looking at prismatic Marine Cess cards in the new set. But if you are, wow. You could actually officially have a playable $1,000 deck. I don't like those decks. And I'm a rarity addict, a rarity fiend, and I don't like those decks for $1,000 because it worries me. Though I will say, if I had the pieces, I'd probably play a $1,000 deck. I just don't like it, but I would play. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it's like saying like I don't like a Corvette, but if I had a Corvette, I'd definitely drive a Corvette. 100%. I'm not gonna go out and actively grab me a Corvette, but driving it, yeah, I'd wash it. I'd make sure my neighbors see me wash it. I'd drive it around the area. I'd pick my kid from school with it. I'd make sure all the parents look, and I look at my parents like, what are you doing? Why are you driving that regular car that I definitely own, by the way? And you know, but that's what I would do if I owned a Corvette. But I'm not gonna go out and buy one. That's crazy talk. Anyway, looking at Dream Mirror cards, they're still relatively high in value. With a $6 market price, Dream Mirror Sprite is going a little bit lower. It's roughly around $5. In fact, Morpheus, the Dream Mirror Black Knight, is stabilizing at its $5 price point. So, is Dream Mirrors gonna be good? I mean, they look insanely good, but are they gonna be good? And I'll take Dream Mirrors at 1.5. I think anyone holding Dream Mirrors, any Dream Mirror Facebook group, anyone playing Yu-Gi-Oh right now that's playing with Dream Mirrors is going, please let this deck almost be playable. It looks so good. I think that's the mentality of a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players, and mine as well. I don't want this deck to be tier 1. Don't be crazy. I want to fight to make it 1.5. And if you're out there and you have Dream Mirrors, you think it's tier 1, show me your secrets. Okay, moving forward, Get Out from Rising Rampage is holding roughly around a $6 price point, and limits are roughly around the $6 price point. First editions are also around $6 as well. And the question, every time I look at this card, the first thing I ask myself is, when are we getting a new control deck? Guys has been hitting the balance, and yes, it's still playable, but it's not playable for power. We have Guru Control, which is not bad, but if you don't get Guru, you're not controlling nothing. And these are 2 control decks, the best we have, and they're just in shadows of what they could really be if they were in Guy's case for power, in Guru's case, released about, I don't know, a year earlier. These are definitely 2 decks that are not nowhere near what a control deck should be. Guys at full power is a perfect example of a control deck, and with them being hit by the balance and them being in their new version, which is not as strong, it's decent, but not as good. I do think cards like Get Out Kit needs to find a new control deck, and right now we're just waiting. If you're a control player, you probably have a very limited amount of things you can do. You can play more mid-range decks. You can play decks like Thunder Dragons, like I'm playing, and playing it in control manner. Which, by the way, I'll have a deck list coming up soon with the new BANLIST for my Thunder Dragons. It's a deck that can go combo, but I'm playing it in more control aspect. And once again, I'll show you guys in my deck list coming up. I'll probably have it by Monday, maybe Sunday night, of my Thunder Dragon deck list, post BANLIST. But looking at cards like Get Out, which is an insanely good card, there's just nowhere to put it in the game right now. but I do think it has viability and playability within the game. I do think you need to hold a place of this card. I absolutely think you need to go in and trade and grab this card as fast as possible, because the minute a good control deck comes out, this card goes up in value. But anyway, for you guys that are listening to this video and don't know what Get Out does, target 2 monsters your opponent controls out, special from the extra deck. Shuffle them into the deck. You can only activate 1 Get Out per turn. This card is absolutely insane, and the fact that nobody's running it right now is also absolutely insane. It's just really good. Even if I knew I was going first, going to any Yu-Gi-Oh event, number 1, I'd play most likely Guru Control or all the guys. Number 2, I would play Get Out at 3, and maybe even 2 Trap Trick, just to make sure I fully get this card. Because going against any kind of deck like Orcus variants or soon to be just only Orcus, Get Out is a blowout, and it is a free win for anyone playing this card. Okay, up next, Fantastical Dragon Phantasmic coming out of Savage Strike. With an $87 price point, could it be weird at the fact that this price is going higher? No, I think it's normal now for everyone to accept that Phantasmas are going to go higher in value. With an $88 unlimited price points and almost near $90 by $1 away, first edition price point, Phantasma is still a very expensive card. And this is why I don't play Heroes, because I own Phantasmes. And it's like, I could own Phantasmes or own Heroes, or at least 3 cards in Heroes. But realistically, if I was going to get rid of my Phantasmes, I'll put it towards Heroes. If Heroes were at Phantasme, not cool, wallet, not cool. Anyway, looking at Phantasme, having such a high price point, the card's still a very good card. And moving forward to the new meta, it's going to be that much more better of a card. I definitely think Phantasme is still good, even though we're losing strikers from the tier 1 slot of the game. I think they'll still see play. But nevertheless, I think Phantasme is a card that a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players are going to be looking to play moving forward. And hopefully, and I mean hopefully, we get a reprint of Phantasme. I would love to see a reprint of Phantasme in the set I forgot already, Chaos Impact Special Edition. That would be a really cool move, Konami. You know, it kind of like I'm sorry for not making Savage Strike so easily attainable for all OTS stores, selling out Savage Strike in 2 seconds, but Walmart and Target and all those box stores having it, and players having to go there and buy it with tax, and not getting a 3 for $10 deal, 3 packs for $10, which almost every OTS store does. You know, Konami, a really I'm sorry for ripping you off, here's a little something good move. I mean, he did it with the Megatins, thank you, by the way, and I would love to see it with cards like Fantastical Dragon Phantasme and Pot of Extravagance. It would be the most nicest thing to do to balance out the secondary market, in which competitive wise you have unbalanced by releasing Savage Strike in such a short demand. And I don't think I'm alone in this, by the way. I think there's OTS owners watching this video right now that are nodding their heads. I'm thinking backpack vendors are very angry, and I'm thinking people like me that are just an OTS store owner and a card player, it just would love to see this happen, because it would make the game that much more enjoyable by allowing a lot more duels access to Phantasme at not a high price point. Looking at Borderless Savage Dragon, why haven't you sold this? Pause the video and sell this. Borderless Savage Dragon coming out of Savage Strike with a $33 market price is slowly going down to about $32. Now, if you're playing Pendulums, you can still use Borderless Savage Dragon. You can absolutely use it. Totally cool. It can be done. But would you? I mean, there are a lot of options right now, and in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, playing Borderless Savage Dragon is meaning that you're using your, well, I'm only talking about Pendulum players, your Magician card to go into this, which is not bad, but you're not promoting more games, you're not promoting more combo in your game state. And is that good? Is Borderless Savage Dragon worth $32? The answer is no, by the way. No. You see, Borderless Savage Dragon was roughly around $17, and then when Guard Dragons and Dragon Link, when that hype came up into the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, Borderless Savage Dragon went as high as $40 to even $45 in certain price points for this card. Now that Agripain's gone and Dragon Links aren't playing this, and any deck that has Agripain cannot easily abuse and bring out free cards like Borderless Savage Dragon, I think its price point should go down. I don't think it should go down to $17, as Dragon Link can still bring out Borderless Savage Dragon, but I definitely don't think it can hold a $32 price point. Whoever holds this card needs to sell this hot potato right now. It's a grenade with a pin pulled, and you can't squeeze this bad boy and buy your time. Throw this card away, sell it, unload for 25s. It'll be going for sale once it settles for 20. Keep an eye on this card because it does not maintain its high price point. And then we have El Shell Construct. Coming out of Duelist Alliance, I love talking about this card. It's one of my favorite cards, and I cannot wait to see what deck breaks this card. It's gonna happen. We know Shadows is gonna be brought in with another deck, and the game of Yu-Gi-Oh is gonna break like a shattered glass production. Now, is El Shell Construct and Shadows gonna be used in like Musketeers? Because that'd be awesome. Are they gonna be used in Thunder Dragons? Because that'd be awesome. Are they gonna be used in an Invoked variant? Because that would be awesome. We don't know. It can be used in the new stuff coming out. Oh, that'd be awesome. But we have no idea. Or should those gonna go away and not be played whatsoever? Paisanos, comment below, let me know. Looking at El Shadow Construct's Ultimate Rare's price point, which is $30, it's still relatively high at $45 for Unlimited. Purchasing versions are holding roughly around $53 for El Shadow Construct. What do you think? Is it gonna maintain a high price? No, it's not. It's not. In fact, when this card was announced to go up crazy high in value, that was the hype. Now, the only time this card can go back up in value if we see a top tier list after regionals, maybe even a YCS, maybe the one in Pasadena, or the YCS in South America, and see how good should those do in that event. If they don't do good, this card goes down in value. If they do good, this card goes up in value. The question is, are you ready to hold on a $50 grenade? You let me know. Anyway, Paisanos, that's the market watch. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Thank you so much. Due to unforeseen circumstances, I cannot attend the PPG event happening. Not that I really was going to go, to be honest. Just because, you know, time, running around. I have a lot of things running around, so I don't really have the opportunity and time to make a PPG event this Saturday. I won't be able to go to that. I was looking to also go down and play Pokemon Tennessee. Unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, I can't go down and play that. So I might be seeing you guys if you are looking to go to the Columbus Regionals. If you're not looking to go to Columbus Regionals, I'd love to see you guys in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I think it's on February. I'm really excited to go to that event. That'll be with the new ban list, not this ban list, but the new ban list, and maybe even any future KONAMI event. I would love to go and hang out with you guys there. We could talk about the game, the market, the singles, and everything else that has to do with the game Yu-Gi-Oh that I love so much, and obviously you do if you're watching these videos. It's your boy V, and you Paisanos have a great day and a great weekend.